And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Los Angeles Angels taking on the Tampa Bay Rays. Fuchs Shambi alongside Chris Singleton. Chris, one guy having a big year for this club, leading the team at home runs and runs batted in. Richie Palacios leads the team at OPS, so he's the guy that looks to slug and basically make things happen for them offensively.
Just a machine in terms of production at the plate. He'll take his walks. He'll barrel up the baseball. He'll hit the ball in the gaps. He'll hit the ball over the fence. So talk about a guy going good. That's him right now. And he's a bat that you want to stay away from if you're the pitcher. Oh, a very solid ERA last season. Just a little over 3. And when you've got a guy like that taking the mound for you, the offense is definitely expected to score 4 runs at least, unless they're really struggling. So more times than not, when he's on the bump, you're going to win the ball game if you just do your part as an offense. So last year, great year. He wants to repeat that or even improve. And I think there is some room for improvement. He's got good stuff. It's just executing from hitter to hitter.
Right-hander kicks, deals. Battling here as he fouls it away. Righty delivers. Hits and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that pitch wasn't even close to being a strike, and that just goes to show you how defensive hitters can become when they're up against an 0-2 count. You're just hoping for a mistake somewhere near the zone that you can get the bat to, but right there, he was clearly anxious. He was swinging when the ball left the hand.
So up next, Nolan Schanuel. 1 run batted in yesterday. Their only run of the game. Just missed. Schanuel, in his rookie season, 22 years old. A former first-round pick in 2023. At the belt and fires. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
It's amazing to look up and see 88 miles per hour on that changeup. Back in the day, that was a pretty good fastball, but with high velocities these days, that speed differential is right where it needs to be.
1 out, base is empty. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And there are 2 down.
Such a challenge when a guy's got great velocity. He's throwing a slider over 90 miles per hour. You want to be ready to hit that fastball, but that late break just eats you up every time.
Here's Trout. And downstairs. Next offering is in for a strike. 2 outs, base is empty. Late on that fastball.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle. But I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
Got him. Strikes out the side to begin the game. What a start.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Here at Tropicana Field, and on the hill in this one, Chase Silseth. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup move. It's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
In the air to left center. Trout sizing it up. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 1 down. Now a look at Kevin Cash's lineup for the Tampa Bay Rays. One guy swinging a hot bat recently, Christopher Morel.
And Boog, you and I were talking about him before the game. He's got good speed, and if you watch him in this game, he's that type of guy that's very smart. He doesn't have this just eye-popping speed, but he knows how to use it, and he's very intelligent on the base pass to get to the next base, to get around the bases, and ultimately score runs.
Richie Palacios stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. And now it's even up.
1-1.
The wide to kick the pitch. And a big swing and a miss.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
The punch out there. Now 2 out.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone. And a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
The pitch. In the air, out towards left center. Ward makes the grab, and that's the inning. Scoreless after 1. Back now in Tampa Bay, and now Jorge Soler.
Jorge Soler.
Baz back to work. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
He's been known to jump all over the first pitch, so that seems like a missed opportunity right there.
And it's strike 2.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Darryl Parker assigned to umpiring duty behind home plate.
And Boog, with DP, it's sort of a coin flip on those borderline corner pitches. Doesn't really favor one side of the plate more than the other. Sometimes you get a little extra to the plate, and sometimes you won't. It does seem like he evens it out over the course of a game, though.
Meisner makes the catch. 1 away. Chris, do players ever change their approach in meaningful ways based on who's umpiring, or is it good to just be aware of tendencies so you're not that surprised?
I'd say the latter, because pitcher's got to pitch to his strengths regardless. The hitter's got to hit to his strength. So you're aware of it, but you have to just hunt for what you can handle.
No score here in the second. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. A solo shot. It's his 6th home run of the season. It's 1-0. He put a charge into that one.
That was a lightning swing right there, no doubt about it.
Hello.
Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
1 out, base is empty. And now Taylor Ward, one of the stars in the win yesterday, as he had 3 hits. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. One down, base is empty. Not close with that one, and the count even 1-1. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. 1 run across in the frame so far here in game 3 of this 4-game series. Cut on and miss, struck him out. That's the 2nd out.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
2 outs, base is empty. Zach Neto, the next to hit for the Angels, and that's in for a strike. Missed with a changeup, and that is ball 1. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across here at the top of the second. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
And that's off the inside edge. And it's 2-2. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. It's now a 1-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the second. Now it's the rookie DH, Junior Caminero. And the right-hander back to work. And he pumps it a strike.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
And that clips the inside corner. Not even close there. Now 1-2. The wind of the pitch. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. And down on strikes. That's 1 out the bottom of the second. Ha-Seong Kim next to hit for the Rays. And he bunts, but that's a foul ball. Top of the zone for a called strike. And ball 1. Rays down by a run. Bottom half of inning number 2. Hit on the ground to the right side. He steps on the bag. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2. And now the first baseman, Jonathan Aranda. Hitless in the first 2 games of the series. He's 0 for 8. Line drive, and that's just foul. Good eye right there. And that's in for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Left-hand hitter waits. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Rays retired in order. Nothing doing for Tampa. They're down 1-0. And we're back on to the 3rd inning. Now here is number 0. And he deals. And a good eye there. Swing and a miss. And a count 1-1. Swings through that.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
And a swing and a miss. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off.
Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner when with 2 strikes you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error, but some way you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
Matthew Lugo, the next to hit for the Angels. Right through there for a strike. The 0-1. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Now batting.
Back to the top of the lineup, Luis Rengifo now at the plate. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Fastball for a strike. Pitch misses there. 2-1. Swing and a drive, deep right field. That's back there. And it's gone. And they tack one on the board. It's 2-0. Singy, this is a little bit of a surprise. A guy known for line drives hits one over the fence.
Well, if you're a little too early, you'll get some elevation in the ball, get out of the ballpark. For him, it's kind of a mistake. But you know what? When you have such a good approach, every now and then you're going to run into one.
Shadowell stands in now, looks at that one inside. Two down, nobody on. Aranda. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now a 2-0 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. As we go to the last of the third. And now the catcher comes up to him. Danny Jansen. The right-hander back to work. There's a swing and a miss.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move to the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Righty to the plate. And another ball. Swing and a miss. And it's 2-2.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Chases in the dirt. Slider there. Up with it. Fires to first. Got him. One away on the strikeout.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count off at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Here's the third baseman, Christopher Morel. And there's a ball. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there. Right side, hard hit. Gathers and throws to first. That's it out.
Batting ninth, the center fielder, Johnny DeLuca.
2 outs, base is empty. Johnny DeLuca digs in now. Ground ball right side. Tosses to first. That ends the inning. Rays go in order. 1, 2, 3. They trail things here 2-0. Back now in Tampa Bay, leading off, Mike Trout. This is a true 5-tool guy. Not very many of them out there, but when he's on the field, you can't take your eye off of him. And here it comes. Got it started a little too early. Strike one.
Fans come to the ballpark to watch him play. And in baseball, to have such a talented player going out there every day and putting on the show that he does, just a joy to watch.
The pitch comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Gets to it onto first. In time to get him. One away in the strikeout.
Well, that slider wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he got him to chase. That's just a bad approach right there. Either he was looking for something else and got completely fooled, or he was sitting all over the slider and just couldn't resist the temptation. But, man, really expanded right there and didn't have a chance of making contact with that pitch.
Jorge Soler up at the plate. Flied to right his first time. There's the strike. Hits for average power, the ability to field, the arm, and then the speed. Really impressive. And the 0-1. Upstairs. Base is empty, one away. Top half of inning number 4. Next offering is in for a strike. Got him looking. 2 away now.
Well, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
2 outs, base is empty. Logan O'Hoppe, the next to hit for the Angels. Swing and a miss. Strike one. O'Hoppe measures 6 feet 2 inches, 185 pounds, and he's been on a good run at the plate, hitting over 300 in his last 10 games. Comebacker to the mound. Throws to first in time. Out number 3. Angels held in check, but they hold the 2-0 lead. Back here at Tropicana Field, bottom of the 4th, digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Cameron Meisner. Here comes a pitch. Swing and a miss, strike one.
Well, these Rays, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Popped up. Lugo in position. And a quick out, number 1.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Richie Palacios, the next to hit. That one fouled off. swing and a pop-up. Lugo gets under it. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
The batter, number 8, second baseman.
Lau at the plate. Fly to left his first time. There's a strike. The Rays still looking for their first hit in this one. Right down the chute, and it's 0-2.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat.
Kicks and deals. And another ball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. 2 outs. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Rays held in check here. They're still down. It's 2-0. We go to the top of the 5th, and now Taylor Ward. And the pitch. Just missed.
Counts 1-0.
Next pitch is outside.
He hasn't wanted a challenge in both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
And the righty deals. Bounce to the left side. Tosses across to first. 1 away here in the 5th.
The shortstop, Zach Neto.
Zach Neto, the next to hit for the Angels. Went down on strikes his first time through. Well struck left field. It bangs off the wall. Around first, digging for 2. The relay throw. Not going to get him. He's in there.
All over that one right there. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out flying. Ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Down to third baseman. He's 0 for 1. Move to second, and he dives back in safely. And that is in for a strike. Going wrong. Neto, the runner at second with 1 away. On the ground to third. That's out number 2.
No, he didn't recognize changeup earlier enough. Got out in front a little bit, rolled over on it, and beat it into the ground.
Matthew Lugo, the next to hit for the Angels.
And Boog, I'd say he's due.
Splits the plate. That's strike 1.
0-1.
That's a base hit. Right past his coach, headed for the plate. He's in safely at second, and a run comes in to score.
Everything came together for him. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Back to the top of the Angels lineup. Luis Rengifo gets a chance to hit here. He's already homered here in this one. There's a strike. Two outs and one in scoring position. And a swing and a miss. Tampa Bay's bullpen with some action. Joe Boyle, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Littell also throwing. Now he breaks his bat. Zips it to first. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 3-0. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the fifth. And stepping in for the Rays, Junior Caminero. Silson back to work. And that's outside. And that's ball one.
Well, these Rays just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. They're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point.
Next offering in there for a strike. And that is strike one.
And as we get deeper, it's not going to get any easier. These at-bats are going to feel more and more desperate with every out the rest of the way.
3 balls, 1 strike.
A wind in the pitch.
He's been pitching well, but we'll see what kind of adjustment the hitters make this second time through the order. We'll know if he's got really good stuff from this one or not.
Outside, and that is ball 4. That's a great at bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
That could jumpstart an offense that's really struggled to score in this one. Don't want to wake a team up with the free pass.
Ha-Sung Kim next to hit for the Rays. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. And you played behind guys, and they love having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them. Out towards left center. Sizing this one up. Squeezes it.
Now back, first baseman, Jonathan Aranda.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Jonathan Aranda. He was a strikeout victim his first time. That one not close. And that's ball 1. Wouldn't chase that time. Chris with that distraction and a speedy guy at first. He's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Silson checks over to first, and he's back. And another ball. That's too high, and it's ball 4. Another walk.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound, but you know, his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's going to have to buckle down right here.
Danny Jansen to hit here. 0 for 1 so far. That one misses. That's 5 straight.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Bird.
Caminero on second. Aranda at first. 1 gone. Inside, just missed.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
That one found hard the other way.
That was a nice bid right there to try to tie up this ball game. Just couldn't keep it from bending foul. He looked locked in on that swing. Pitcher better be careful with him right now.
And a 2-1 hammered but foul. Line to right, and this one could be extra bases. Runner around third on his way to the plate. One runs in. The relay to the plate, not in time. He's safe. And they trail by one.
Got to be feeling great about that double. Big spot, and he drives in two. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
One out, runner at second. Now up for Tampa Bay, Christopher Morel.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
The Rays trailing by a run, last half of inning number 5.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit. 0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
Headed down the line. And that will drop foul. Man at second. Got him! 2 out.
No, that slider down and away, it's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate you know you've committed and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
And stepping in is the speedy Johnny DeLuca. Grounded out his first time. And there, and it's 0-1. Man on second, 2 down.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Swing and a miss, and that is that.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
And we're back. Start of the 6th, John Shambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Nolan Schanuel. And a pitch. Fastball for a strike.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Left-hand batter waits. That one off the mark. And the count 1-2.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Got him. And 1 out now. Here's Mike Trout. Singing, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
That's in there. And that's strike one.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Righty delivers. And that's off the inside edge. Ball one. And that one is inside. Nice grab. The throw, and they get the out.
Now batting, right fielder, Jorge Soler.
Now it's the right fielder, Jorge Soler. He swings and fouls one off. Two down, nobody on. And that one fouled off. The 0-2. That one missed. Stays alive. Way high with that one. And the count's even at 2. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. And that's outside. On the ground to the left. And foul ball. The right-hander gives up the 2-out walk. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at-bat.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Out to center. Under this one. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that is that. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Angels 3, the Rays 2. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Brock Burke.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
So the Rays batting order turns over. Cameron Meisner getting ready to hit. The wind of the pitch.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
Activity in the bullpen for the Angels. Robert Stevenson getting ready to go. The lefty fires. Right through there for a strike.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
Kicks and fires. And another ball. And there's a ball. Richie Palacios up next for the Rays. And now the lefty. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Now this is in the air down the line. And that's a foul ball. The pitch. Line to left. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
And that's a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Runner on at first with one gone. Standing in is the power-hitting second baseman, Brandon Lau. Runner on the move. Pitch misses. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
When you're trying to swipe a bag against an elite-level arm behind the plate like this guy, you better get a great jump and hope that your speed can finish this job. That was a great jump right there. Really nice steal at second base.
The 1-0. Swings through that one out in front that time.
1-1.
Next offering in there for a strike. And the count 1-2. And a pitch. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. It falls in, and that's a base hit. Oh, the throw is over his head.
Fastball even a little above the zone, but such a good job of staying tall on the backside, get that barrel there to meet it just in time. I'll tell you what, it's not easy to do. Tying runs now just 90 feet away. Just got to be wary of that double play, though. That would strand him in any inning.
So the Angels turn to their bullpen for a new pitcher, number 52.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Runners at the corners here, one away. And next is the designated hitter, Junior Caminero. That's off the mark, ball one.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
That one catches the zone, and it's 1-1. Runners at the corners, one away. Here in the bottom of the sixth. And he grounds one back up the middle. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. The tying run is in to score from third. It's 3-3.
Just a huge at-bat right there. Fielder got a piece of it, but the way that thing came off the bat, no surprise at all. He couldn't pick it cleanly. It's a very difficult play, and that swing definitely was deserving of a hit.
Stepping in, Ha-Sung Kim. And there's the strike.
0-1.
The other way. On to second. They get one. Over to first, but it's offline. Wide throw, and it gets away. And he'll pull into second safely. And stepping in for the Rays, Jonathan Aranda. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Fought off foul. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. Seventh inning coming up. It's the Rays 4 and the Angels 3. Welcome back. We're in the seventh. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Drew Rasmussen.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Now the left fielder, Taylor Ward.
The left fielder, Taylor Ward.
The pitch. Way outside, and that is ball one. Movement in the bullpen, Edwin Uceta warming up for manager Kevin Cash. Fairbanks warming up as well. Looking to get the tying run on base. Check swing. Did he go? No. Out to short. Fires across the diamond. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the seventh.
Well, such a confidence boost for a reliever to come into the ball game and get the first hitter he faces. Just makes everything slow down a little bit, and then from there can really settle in.
Rasmussen, 6'1" righty, 28 years old, and he was a 6th-round draft pick back in 2018. One down, base is empty, and there's a foul ball. Got it down for the call.
Really nice sequence for the quick strikeout right there. A couple of breaking balls to get ahead 0-2. Then pump the hard stuff by him for strike 3. And I like that he didn't mess around. Sometimes guys, they like to get too cute. They waste a pitch here or there and then find themselves back into a hitter's count. But right there, he had him right where he wanted him and pitched him aggressively to get the strikeout.
Here's the third baseman. And ball one. Holding on to a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. Fouled off. He was late.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
1-1 now. Ground ball up the middle, and that one finds its way through. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
2 outs, runner at first. Here's the second baseman, Matthew Lugo. 1 for 2. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
That's a big run over there at first base. He's got some speed. Let's see if they send him.
Two outs. Runner takes off. There's a ball. Tag. Safe. Jansen too late with the throw. That was close, but StatCast shows us why he so often seems to be on the safe side of these steal attempts, Chris.
Yeah, you see that plus speed, and he needed every last bit of it to swipe that bag. Such a threat on the bases.
So the tying run at second. Swings through that one for strike 2. It's in and out of his glove. But they get the out at first, and that'll do it for the inning. Angels leave one. Score holds at 4-3. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Robert Stevenson.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Well, one-run game. Now it's Jansen to hit.
The catcher,
And he deals. And there's a strike on the outside corner. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
The 0-2. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him.
the third baseman, number 24.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Christopher Morel. And there's a strike.
0-1.
Oh, 2 now. That one just
outside.
misses.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first two batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
DeLuca in the box again, takes a strike.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a pop-up, foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. The pitch. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Down in order, go the Rays. And it remains a 4-3 game. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Edwin Uceta.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Next is the DH, a switch hitter, Luis Rengifo. He blasted one out earlier in the 3rd.
Just a solo home run, but an important swing of the bat in this game. We've already seen him do it once. Can he do it again?
Line drive, base hit. And that puts the tying run on base.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
No outs, runner at first. Nolan Shanuel will hit next. Here comes the 0-1. Just missed. Action in the pen down there. Kevin Kelly warming up for manager Kevin Cash. With the go-ahead run at the plate, and we're at the top of the 8th. Swings and misses. And that's strike 2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
On the ground, 2 ball. Touches the bag for 1. Back to first, and that is a double play.
Great job by the shortstop right there. Fields it, decides to take it himself. Second baseman can just chill out until the next play.
And now batting, Mike Trout. In there for a strike at the top of the zone. Trying to hold a one-run lead here in Game 3 of this 4-game series. And that's in the dirt. And it's 1-1. To third, and that should be extra bases. Now he turns and heads for second. The throw in, but he's in there easily.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Man in scoring position with 2 away. And now the right fielder, Jorge Soler. There's a strike. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. Runner around third on his way to the plate. The throw is offline and he's in to score. Tie game here in the 8th.
Well, we're starting over again, all tied up. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Substitution now at first base. Here's the Angels pinch runner, Joe Adele. 2 outs, runner on first. Here's the catcher, Logan O'Hoppe. Right through there for a strike. Tied at 4. Off the mark there. 1-1. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
And another ball. Now move to first. Adele back easily.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Now into the ball game on defense, Joe Adele. He takes over at right. Jose Quijada will take over here.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Now it's going to be Cameron Meisner.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
Late with the swing there.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
Boots it. But the throw to first gets him easily, and that's the first out. Now the number 2 hitter, Richie Palacios. 1 for 3. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 1-0. In there at the knees. All tied up here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. In there at the knees. And a count 1-2. And that's in the dirt. Hits and misses. It's a strikeout.
Just indecisive in that at bat. He couldn't commit to the slider. He tried to sit in between. Just not able to put the bat on the ball.
And now it's Brandon Lau. There's a strike. 95 of that one. And a pitch.
That's a ball. I got a ball, 1 strike.
In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. Next pitch is outside. Left-hand hitter waits. Got him swinging. Nothing doing for Tampa. Still all square at 4 apiece. Back now in Tampa Bay. Here's the left fielder, Taylor Ward. Uceta back to work. That catches the zone for a strike, and it's 0-1. Right through there for a strike.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
That's down and in.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
Right-hander kicks, deals. Got him looking. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. And now the shortstop, Zach Neto. That one finds the zone. 0-1. Base is empty, 1 away here at the top of the 9th. Next offering in there for a strike. That is strike 2. A line to kick the pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout. Now the third baseman.
Now this guy, a player that, if he gets on base, has the ability to really be aggressive getting around the base paths.
That hits the dirt, and that's ball 1. Fastball for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Good eye right there.
2-1.
Righty to the plate. Ground ball right side. Fair ball. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in with a double, and the go-ahead runs at second with 2 out.
I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done. A lot riding on this next at-bat now as they look to take the lead.
Joe Boyle into the game. This is his 5th appearance of the year. So 2 down. Matthew Lugo, the next to hit for the Angels. On the corner for a strike. It's 0-1. Four in the ninth. In the air out towards right center. And it gets by him. Runner from second crosses the plate. And it's now 5-4. And he'll pull into second with 2 gone.
Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer. And he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
And now the DH, Luis Rengifo. He's already homered in this game. In the air, left field, down the line, and that drops foul.
Welcome to the stream Madden 2-4 mobile.
Fires. That's in there.
Backdoored him with the breaking ball. Just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Garrett Clevenger warming up for manager Kevin Cash. Rodriguez, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. Base hit. Coming home. Now a long throw home, but it's offline. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Runner at first with 2 away. Now a chance for Nolan Schanuel. 0 for 4, 2 strikeouts, and 2 groundouts. That's a strike, and it's 0-1. Rengifo, the runner at first with 2 gone. And that's in for a strike. Next offering upstairs.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
Had him out front for strike 3. A couple of runs in the inning puts them ahead. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4-5-6 coming up. It's the Angels 6, the Rays 4. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the 9th. Kenley Jansen.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
At the plate, Junior Caminero.
The designated hitter, Junior Caminero.
The pitch. That clips the corner. Jansen, multi-time All-Star. He throws a cutter, a two-seamer, and he works in a slider. Here comes a pitch. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2. Now a pinch hitter coming on for the Rays, Ben Wortvet.
This is a tough task. Coming in cold off the bench and in the middle of an at-bat, man, you're just never anticipating that.
And here it comes. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
Well, the first batter, it's always a big one for the closer. I mean, you get that punch out, you get settled in, you feel like you're in command out there on the mound from the jump. And kind of prevents any doubt from creeping into your mind or the fielders that are playing behind you that, you're going to wrap this thing up.
Kim in now. Takes ball one off the plate. The Rays down by a pair here in the last half of inning number 9. And there's the strike. One down, base is empty.
Yep, that ball went out.
Wouldn't chase that time. Three and two now. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And the right-hander deals. And there's ball 4.
They're not ready to go home quite yet.
Now batting, first baseman.
One gone runner at first. Now up for Tampa Bay, Jonathan Aranda.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. And fouled off. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. With the tying run at the plate, and the home team trying to pull it out. And that one is inside ball 1.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Tying run at the plate. That misses. And the count is even, 2-2.
Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2-2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
The tying run at the plate. This to third, and that chance handled. There's one. That's a double play. The ball game is over.
Way to make a pitch right there. Get that ball on the ground. Defense picking them up. Huge double play to end this ball game.
And this one ends with a final score of 6-4. Kenley Jansen picking up the save. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
Our final line score tonight, First for the victorious Angels, 6 runs, 11 hits, no errors. They left 5 runners on base. For the Rays, 4 runs on 4 hits, no errors. They left 3 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 19 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.